Hi everyone, welcome to Junk Journaling Barbie. I'm Barb, aka Barbie. Today we are going to be doing masterboards out of material, also known as fabric. So just different materials though, not necessarily just a fabric. So lace, leather, all other things, not paper. If I could help it, not paper. There might be some metal even, I'm not sure. I have no plan for today except what it is, and I dug out a bunch of stuff. It's probably going to take me like a couple hours to put it all away later. That's fine. I just wasn't sure what I was going to use. So I wanted to show you, I have some in my stash, some of this faux leather type stuff. So I could use that as the bottom of my masterboard, but I really wanted something a bit larger, and I might cut this up and use it in a couple of them, but I wanted something bigger. So this that I'm using here, I received from a place called Bins where I live. It's like this guy, he owns the store. He buys a truckload of skids from returns from Walmart, Amazon, all over the place. And he has certain days where things are cheap. So the day I like going is on Wednesdays, and it's after 3, it's 5 items for $2.99 Canadian. So that's where I got this. This was a cushion cover, like a pillowcase, I guess, for the living room. And I thought, this screams junk journaling grunge to me. It's so beautiful. It's a shame to cut it up. I could have used it for my living room, but I got 2, so I could put one in my living room and use one for a book cover and one for my masterboard for material. So basically a masterboard, as you're probably aware, a lot of people do it out of paper, and they will do the masterboard, and it's very therapeutic, just gluing all the pieces on as they find their pieces. It turns out beautifully. They cut it up and make something out of it. So a tag or a journal card, pockets, corners, tucks, you name it. What my plan is, and I've done a snippet roll before, just like this, but with a ribbon. So I used, and you could do this too if you don't want to do just a big fabric. I'm noticing there's a glare on my one. I think that's a glare. Just one second. That's probably better. So I want to do this material, but if you want to just craft along with me, you don't have much items, you could also take a ribbon and just lay the ribbon out as long as you want, and just leave a little space between, and then you just, I don't store these anywhere. I just kind of take a tack on the end and I tack it up on a wall or a shelf, and I snip them as I need them. So they're not taking any more space up. I just love that idea. And I'll probably do the same with this. I'll just cut them as I need them, so they're just ready when I need them. Okay. So let's get started. So there will be no cutting of this at all, which I'm glad about for now. And take out whatever you could think of, even if it's paper for you. It's just, I want to follow my title and make it all about material and magic and masterboard fun. Okay, so some of the things I really want to incorporate are some ribbons, maybe some of this Tim Holtz fabric tape. I have some of the fabric stuff. Maybe some jute. I have a roll of jute. Also, I have a placemat that was my mother-in-law's. I got a set of 6 and I only wanted 4, so I figured what better way to honor her and include some of these butterflies. She loved butterflies in some of my journals in some way. So I figured if I was to at least do a quarter of these, I'll call them clusters, fabric clusters. If I was to do a quarter of them with butterflies on them, that would be very important to me. So I just took off the top. I'm not a sewer, so I just figured out how it was together, sewn together. So I just took that off. That took a little while, and I kept also the trim that was around there, and I'll just iron that open and use that for something else. And this, I could still use this as a hot pad. I could probably just stitch this. I could do that much sewing. So that's for a later time. And yeah, I don't have a necessarily, cheesecloth, I said. I have some rolls of ribbon. I have some Stampin' Up! Ribbon. I have jewelry out. I have all kinds of things. A friend of mine had gifted me pieces of her wedding gown. She already had it cut up, and she so generously gifted me some snippets of all over her dress, and I'm so thrilled. So I will be using some of that today so that I can have a little piece of her in all my journals. Hi, April, by the way, if you're watching. Okay, so there's not any certain measurement that I'm doing. Some might be bigger, some might be smaller. On the outside, I might do some round, some square. I might do some with some trim using Frisker's scissors. I do have sewing scissors, but I don't think I took them out. So I won't be using my sewing scissors today. Hopefully my Frisker's works all right. Or I could just use my hand and just cut them out randomly. All right, so where shall we start? This is very flimsy, but by the time I get everything on, it's going to be nice and not so flimsy. I'm going to just, I'm not sure. I might just do half with you, so I'm not keeping you for a full sheet of this. It's pretty large. So I'll do half of it, and then I'll do the other half another day off camera. Oh, and I have buttons too that I might either sew on, glue on, I'm not sure. And I've got some glue. I've got a lot of things out. I don't want to keep saying what I've got out. All right, so I think my first thing I want to put on the back, I also have some of my fabric doilies, and I want to cut those into 4 or halves and incorporate those somehow, because I really wanted to do that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to use, now this is going to be right in the background, and each layer I go through, I want to make sure you can see each layer that we're doing. So I think I want to cut some of this, and I'm not going to commit to 100% when I lay it down. Oh my gosh, that's the way it's staying. I might rotate the things, right? It's kind of all about playing. So I'm just going to cut these into longer strips. Maybe have a couple of these. And these I coffee dyed these quite a while ago. I think I'd like that one behind the aqua teal turquoise color over there, quite possibly. Maybe I'll have a piece of my jute ribbon here. I'll cut this up because I have a feeling I'll use quite a bit of this. So how is everybody? Is everybody getting a chance to watch everybody's channels? I noticed quite a few are quite long, and I can't keep up with them all. Like, if they're I've only got a couple hours a day where I can watch, and I don't want to just watch one video or 2 videos. I want to watch as many as I can. So I try to keep my videos half an hour or so. There, I cut one. I think that's kind of small for the bottom layers, but I think I'll do. And I'm going to come around and trim the layers as well. I think I'll keep this fraying. Oh, I love the fray on this one. I really love this. That's why I'm kind of doing a lot with this one. Maybe I'll do that on the top layer of that one. All right, what's next? We've got so much to go through. I've got cheesecloth, but I think I want to put a little bit more color over top. Okay, I've got these. I've got one that has mushrooms and one that has sunflowers. So first, I think I'm going to cut into this one that has mushrooms. I can't tell where, I didn't even open it yet. There we go. This one's the one with the mushrooms. There's no wire in these. I get these ones from the Dollarama. I think I'll cut 2 with the mushrooms. And maybe put one here and one here. And I'll cut 2 with the sunflowers. I think they're sunflowers at least. They look like sunflowers to me. There we go. I should have had that ready. I usually like to be all set for when but I have so much out. I just couldn't have it all set to go. All right. So I've got 2 of these. Now this one maybe I'll put under and over for one. Now that's not set in stone the way it looks there. I'm trying to keep kind of neutrals, I guess. I have the silky scarf. Let's see. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, I'm going to cut a section out of this. This is actually a napkin. I don't know how it's a napkin. It's so silky and small. Very, very small. So is everybody all set for Easter, those who celebrate? I'm not sure what we're doing yet. It's supposed to be the first really nice weekend we have here, so we might be doing yard work. We're not too sure. I'm going to cut this trim off. That trim is actually really pretty. It actually, now that I think about that, this section has trim. I'm going to keep that. That's the part I'm going to put on. And it doesn't matter if you're cutting jagged like me. I'm not a great cutter. Like fussy cutting, no, not for me. Let's see if these maybe will work on this material. Oh, those scissors don't work very good. They're Friskers. Come on. Oh, they're not going to work. I guess it's too fine of material. Okay, I'm going to cut these a little smaller because they're probably going to go somewhere in the middle layer. Maybe here, diagonal. Over here. Ooh, I like it there. I'm not so sure I like it on that one. Okay. All right, I like it there. All right, and next, what do we have? I don't have really white yet. So here's the part where I think I'll bring in my friend's pieces of her wedding gown. This piece here, because it's long and thin and I could cut the ends, and it's so pretty and fine. Check out that fine lace. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so sorry. Do you feel guilty cutting something up? I think it's just bringing new life into something that might not have had brought such joy. Oh my gosh. That little pop of white is glorious behind there. All of these might get one. We'll see. We will see. I'm not sure. These are beautiful. I think this part must have been part of her shawl, maybe. If she had a throw over, I'm not sure which year she got married. I think I'll do one more. I still have my wedding dress. I've been married for almost 32 years. It'll be this summer. 32 years with my husband. Since I've been with him since I'm 19 years old. Oh, I guess I just gave you a clue how. No, because I didn't tell you how long we were dating before we got married. But we weren't dating that long. All right, so I have this beautiful, maybe some of you, if you knit or crochet, you got some of this organza scarf yarn. I never used it for that, but to bring out this tealy blue aqua color in there, and as well as on the ribbons, might be nice. So I'm going to just slip it out of there because I want to keep that. And I think I'm going to just cut some up. Maybe 2. I think I'll just do 2. I'm not a huge bluish fan. I like neutrals. I love purple, but not in my junk journaling. With purple, and I like pink. But I love neutrals for junk journaling. That's my absolute favorite. Do you have a favorite color? And if so, do you use it in your junk journals? Now, maybe I'll use it in my actual journals. I'm not sure. I love it with this because it really brings out the blue. So I think I'm going to stick my other one in here. Now, you don't have to follow the same direction. If you notice, I have long here and then one here. And I'll probably end up doing these crosswise or something like that. So we shall see. I'm not liking how long that is, or this one, but I'll cut those down a little later. I have some leftover masks that I never did use, and they're like a nylon-y material. I could put those in, but I'm not seeing any colors that really go with this. So I'll put that aside. How about this? I really like this with the mushrooms. How about you? Yeah, I really like that with the mushrooms. So this actually is a part of those rugs that you tear apart. And you pull it all apart and you get a bunch of, like, it's supposed to be sori silk, I think. But I'm not sure. I don't know what sori silk feels like. I just know this is really thin and very nice. And they were all very pretty. So I'm really glad I did that. It bothered my allergies though. So if you've got allergies and you are tearing those rugs apart, maybe do it outside in a well-ventilated area. Even wear a mask, like one of those N95 masks, because it'll probably bother you too. Because you never know what was on that or what chemicals they used. I'm going to end up snipping my fingers. I'm very bad for that. All right, so I loved this with the mushrooms. Oh, yes, I did. All right, I really do. That's coming along really, really well. Really, really well. Okay, there's a couple that just have 3 in it, so let's find something for there. I have this really shiny organza stuff, but I don't think that suits it. I have, let's see, I have this brown stuff. It's a scarf with some frills on the end, but I'm really not, I think that would have looked nice with the mushrooms as well. Maybe I'll do some when I do that part up there. And if I do that, I will make sure to post it on my Facebook group and my Instagram. So make sure to follow me. I'm Junk Journaling Barbie everywhere. Like TikTok, Pinterest, like everywhere. I have an email, Gmail. Oh yes, this would look nice. This is another one of those pieces out of the rug. But it's like a dark green, and it almost looks like mushrooms, but I think they're flowers. This one's pretty. Yes, I love the deep green. Okay, I'll try not to cut my fingers off here. I hope I'm always in camera or in frame. There's April's beautiful wedding dress. Let's see, I think I'll go under. Oh, I'm back upside down with that piece. There we go. There we go. Did anybody get to go to Creativation? Creativation, I think that's how you pronounce it. I was watching some videos on people that went, and there was so many interesting things there. I would have loved to be there. Now, what else do we have? We have some ribbons as well. Some Stampin' Up! Ribbon. Let's see what we have. I think I've got little file folders with different... This is lacy, though. Oh, yeah, these colors are just those lacy ones. They're almost like yarn. So I don't think those would work. Let's see what else I got over here. No. Everything's so bright and colorful. Mwahaha. Looks nice with that, but I'm just not feeling how thin it is, really. All right, maybe we should start trimming these down so we know how many more layers we need. Because I was just about to thinking about putting some more layers on these ones. And maybe some, I've got some leaves I might attach at the last minute. Oh, I have those doilies also. Maybe I'll cut those up first, because I want to put those on. I don't want to put them whole though. They're material. So that'll give me 4. There's no white on here. So I'm going to put just the white there. And the rest, no, this one doesn't have white under it. I'm going to put some white hearts, and maybe I'll stick that up higher when I go to do it. And there we go. Okay, that's those. I do have cheesecloth, but I think I'll put that on at the very end on the top. What else have we got here? You think you have like tons of stuff, and then all of a sudden you're... I also have this. That's pretty as well. I'll do that after. Let's see. I have... Oh, let's try this. This is also from that bin store. It's a roll. It looks like yarn. It's not, though. It's like a gigantic tablecloth, I think. But I'll open it up and just take a snip off the end. Yeah, it's very silky, and I believe it's just for like weddings. You decorate your table for a wedding. I'm just going to snip off an end here. It's going to be jaggedy, and that's okay. Very easy to snip through, especially with my very sharp Friskers scissors. These are very sharp. I love these little things. Would you believe I got these at the dollar store, Dollarama, for $5? They're Friskers soft grip. Yep, $5. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I lost my mushrooms. There we go. Now, this one, I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, but we'll figure it out. I'm just going to cut off maybe 4 of them. 1, It's so fine. These scissors are like going through like butter. 2. I guess I should get in frame, eh? Not used to that. 3. All right. 4. There, I've got some left, but I'll save that for another one. All right, where should we go with this? Does it go with that brown? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll just kind of stick it out like crumpled like it is. I think I like that. I think I do. Just a little tad. It's almost like a handkerchief sticking out of a gentleman's pocket. Except it's like raggedy and love it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I think we're ready to now trim them down. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to work one at a time. I'm going to flip them over and to the side of where I have them. So I think I don't want them this large, I'm noticing. Okay, I'm thinking I really rather them a square on the bottom. And I'm thinking I like, ooh, I just stabbed myself. I'm very awkward with scissors and a knife. Oh my goodness. Now this I could fold. No, I guess I'll just kind of do a cattywampus here. Yeah, I think I'll do it like a T. I think that's how I had it anyway. And then I think this I'm going to just actually cut the corners off of. The sharp corners. And I'm going to just place it there, maybe a little bit wrinkly on purpose. Then the next one, I'm going to leave this whole because I love that so much. Then this is just going to stick out. So I'm going to pull it a little bit so it sticks out the edges. Now this, I don't know if I could fray this a little bit. Let's see if I can fray it a little bit. Oh, if I sit here and go like this, I'm pulling the strings and then I'm getting a little bit of a fray. And I like that look. Oh, there we go. That side's doing a lovely job. I could use a pin and do that better. Maybe I could. There we go. Oh, that's really nice. It's really frayed there. You're probably not going to see it too well with the camera, but oh, there. Wow. You see a little bit of a fray going on there. Yeah, so I'm going to put that on, I think, sideways. So there would be my first one. Now I'm going to go through, and I won't keep you for all of them. I'll go through and trim them all up pretty well the same way. Fray these and just trim them all. I think I do like just the squareness of it, I think. I'm not too sure. Yeah, because I'm going to be putting a button or a gem or something on the top of each one after I get them all glued on, okay? So I'm going to come back when I'm done each pile, and hopefully they look better than, I think they look marvelous now myself. I love them, but, and then we'll glue, I'll come back and I'll glue this one on, and then I'll show you at the end what they're all glued, and then we'll decide on what we're going to do with the tops of them.
Okay, I'll be right back. That was nice. I'm going to cut this one up. The corners off. There we go.
Okay, so I did all my cutting, and I figured out a few things to add to each one as well. None are glued down or anything because I chose a different way to do it anyway. So under some, you'll see here I've put some of the greenery, just a strip of the green leaves. I put the butterfly from my mother-in-law's, what do you call that, placemat, and only one, because I tried it on the other ones, and because they're purple and pink, they just don't go, but the yellow looked really pretty there. I also cut some of this dollar store ribbon and put under 4 different ones, and I'm deciding how I'm going to put them down on the material, as well as what to have as a topper. So I've chose all different things. So this one, I'm going to put a button on there. Some I've got, this one I have a flower that I'm going to be either gluing on there or just stapling it on. I'm not sure yet. I have a couple of brads, and I also have this gold butterfly, a You Are Loved, and an angel pin. And those will go on the top to kind of put it all together. But I plan to staple. I know, you're cringing. I apologize. I love the look of the staples. I find them very, what's the word? I like them anyway. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. So I will put the button and this on after, because I probably will just glue that on. And I'm also going to add some cheesecloth to a couple of them. Just to the top, a little smidge here. Just, I think I've got 4 little pieces to, not on the butterfly. This one's missing a little something something. And I think this one is. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do it there. I think I'll do it on this one. What do you think? It's almost like this one's missing something, but I think once we get the toppers on, that's where it's going to come in, look really pretty. I'm going to staple this one with you, then I'll staple the rest, and then I'll be back to finish them off with you. I've got a long arm stapler so that I can reach this one here especially. These ones would be fine with a regular stapler, but I just moved my cheesecloth. But I think because this one's so powerful, I'll use this one for all of them. So I'm going to put 2 staples in each one just to make sure I catch everything. 1. Now you could also do one this way and then one this way, but I'm just going that way with all of them. Okay, I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Those staple removers come in handy. Okay, so I've got the butterfly in there, and I really don't want anything else to be on there unless I just glue a sparkle or something on there later. But I think I'm just going to leave that just like it is. This one I was planning on the gold butterfly. So these ones have those backings. So I'll be able just to pin that right through. And hopefully all the material stays on while I do this. If it doesn't, I will have to glue it. Now, I'm hoping that I don't stab myself, because I'm known to do this. Very carefully, because that's a lot of layers to go through. There we go. So there's the butterfly on that one. Oh, that looks pretty. I'm not sure about, like, these are silver brads, but I've got some gold paint, and I'm going to touch that up with that. So I'm going to just choose 2 to use the brads. I'm not sure if these are actually going to go through all that. They're not going to go through the material. Darn. I was really looking forward to them going through. They did not. So I'll show you what they'll look like anyway when I'm done. So I'm putting that flower there. I'm going to put that white button there to bring out the white. I think I'm going to put the angel on this one. And this one's going to get the "You Are Loved" on there. Yeah, that one's going to do that. So there we go. And I was going to do the gold paint and show you. You can mica spray, but I'll rather wait to see what project I'm going to put these on to see what matches. And also some distress spray stains. They're great for fabrics, and they'll darken them up a little bit and then add some color that will kind of go with the rest of my journal. So like I said, as I need them, I just cut them out, and then I'll use my fabric scissors around to give it that nice little design. Since those Friskers scissors don't work, unfortunately, I may as well glue this guy down, because I could do that while you're watching. And yeah, and the button, I could sew the button down, but this glue, this is art glitter glue, and it'll work. It sticks down and does not move after it's stuck. And these ones, of course, I will be pushing through. I just don't want you to hear me hurt myself, because I might stab myself or something. But so there we have it, everyone. Some fabric snippet cluster, masterboard, whatever you like to call it. Just some decoration for the fronts of a few of my journals that I'll have. So now I have enough to make 3 more when I want to, and I'll probably dig out other colors. Maybe I'll dig out more so that I could use my mother-in-law's placemat butterflies on them. So if I do, like my knitting journal, maybe it'll be some purples in there, because I love purple. So, and then I'll use some of the butterflies. So maybe I'll do 3 purple clusters or something up there, or 2 anyway in with the browns. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you loved this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. I hope that you would consider subscribing. I'm on my way to 500 amazing subscribers joining the community with us. I'd love that. And yeah, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you're making and what you made along with me today. And if you have any inspiration to do any of these, I'd love to know. So take care, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.